What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Siouxsie and the Banshees, and we're going back to the 1980 album Kaleidoscope. Once again, big shout out to Nicola for making this material available, and again, we'll eventually go through Creatures and solo Siouxsie. But yeah, we're working our way right now through the Kaleidoscope album, and the next tune on that is called Christine. For me personally, it's hard to hear that name and not think of Phantom of the Opera. Not only have I read the book, but ultimately as a kid in the 80s when it was, a real big cultural phenomenon, I saw Phantom of the Opera twice, with a couple different people playing Phantom, I should say. So when I hear Christine, that name, I instantly think of Christine Daae. Now, I'm guessing this is not about Christine Daae. Indeed, ultimately that production hadn't been made yet, and even though that source material could provide a basis for a song, even if it is a fictional character, I'm guessing it would be a different fictional character, maybe one created for the song. And if it is a Christine from real life, I feel like there's some possibilities, thinking early 80s or with inspiration from the late 70s perhaps, but yeah, not sure what to make of the title. Perhaps it'll be about Christine, perhaps it'll be from Christine's perspective, maybe a bit of both. Maybe it'll be part of a narrative, but maybe it'll be only descriptive, which, I was thinking about it because there's a short story, as I would have called it, called The Ones Who Walked Away. It's about this place called Omelas. I think it's Ursula Le Guin who wrote it. It's like a philosophical work, but basically it's not considered a short story because there's no narrative, like no events take place in time. It is a descriptive piece, a descriptive literary and philosophical work is the way that people describe it. And I was intrigued by that distinction. So now, with that currently bubbling in my mind, it has me extrapolating it to a song, whereas, some songs might be about events taking place over time, or at the very least might describe things that have happened and things which may happen in the future, and it's about, which way is this going to go, but it's part of this long timeline. But there are other songs perhaps that are literally just saying this person is like this and this is what they always do, and it's just descriptive. There's no real narrative there. So I suppose it could be one or the other. Again, not knowing who Christine is puts me at a disadvantage. So let's get to it. This is Siouxsie and the Banshees. The tune is Christine, and it's from the 1980 album Kaleidoscope. Got the album title.
Every problem puts a stranger inside. Hopeless impossible one morning skies. Christine, the strawberry girl, Christine.
Okay.
Banana split lady, Christine. The strawberry girl, Christine. Banana split lady.
It's like, I didn't know if it was the guitar or another layer, but there's some really fast playing there, and now we have this very electronic, like metallic type of layers.
Big-eyed girl sees her faces on girl. Now she's in purple, now she's a turtle. Disintegrating Christine, the strawberry girl, Christine.
Strawberry turning purple, disintegrating.
Christine, the strawberry girl, Christine, sees her faces unfurled. Disintegrating Christine,
It's like, I don't know, part of it, it feels a bit like a folk tune that's under the influence of psychedelia. Like it felt like something that would normally be more consonant and upbeat, but it had this warp to it. It had a bend to it. So yeah, really fascinating atmosphere. I'm still not sure who Christine is. But yeah, really interesting tune sonically. So yeah, I'll be looking to see what people have to say about this one thematically. Let me know what you think of the Sonics. Again, they have this, it's dark, but it's also light. You know, there's a few different groups I'm going through which have some songs like that. Maybe, you know, some different flavors even within that phrase. But yeah, already going through this album, it feels like they have this blend of darker and warped sonics, and yet this lighter and in ways consonant atmosphere. So yeah, really interesting tone to the tune. Let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.